This morning, we are asking an expert the best way to vet a potential babysitter. I mean, our kids are precious to us, and we want to make sure that they are safe when we leave them with a sitter. So we turn to Kids Safe Foundation for some advice. First, once you've identified a potential babysitter, here are a few questions that you should ask over the phone to eliminate any deal breakers before you schedule a face-to-face meeting. Do they smoke or vape? Do they drink? Do they have a valid driver's license? Do they have insurance? Do they have a clean record? Don't be afraid to ask that. Do they do drugs? And do they know CPR and first aid? If the potential babysitter answers those questions to your satisfaction, the next step should be to meet for a second interview. Cherie Benjoseph is co-founder and chief program officer of Kids Safe Foundation, is joining us live via Zoom this morning to kind of walk us through what you should ask next. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning, Jennifer. Excited to be here.
So you recommend a series of specific questions. I'd like to kind of walk through that. So among them, why does that person want to be a babysitter, and what do they like to do with kids? I mean, there are some key responses that you think are critical to the way a potential babysitter answers these two questions.
Yeah, so a couple of things I'll say first is that you want to make sure that you don't start answering the questions for them. We find that we want to fill in the silence. We want to let these people answer the questions and listen between the lines. So of course they want to be a babysitter because they need a job and they need to make money, and that's okay. But do they ever mention, I enjoy working with children? I enjoy spending time with children. So that's important. And then when you ask the question about what do they like to do with kids, how do they spend their time, especially if they're babysitting during the day, you want to hear ideas from them, and you want to hear innovation. You want to hear a sense that they know your child's age group, and maybe even have some fresh ideas before you start talking about your own children. You want to see what they have to say and listen between the lines.
And I think that probably what gives most of us anxiety certainly is how they discipline a child. How do you start that conversation? And is there a right answer to this question?
There's a right answer for each of us that we want to hear as a parent. And we tend to either not interview a babysitter at all, and we just take someone in on a recommendation from someone else, or we get someone off the internet, off of one of these sites, that amazing babysitting sites. But the truth is, you still as an individual need to vet and do your own due diligence. Ask direct questions, just like as if you were hiring someone for your office. You're leaving your precious children with this person. Ask directly, how do you discipline children? And then wait to hear what they have to say. Does it jive with how you discipline your children? Will this person listen to what your rules are and what your methods are and follow your example? Or do you think that this is not going to be helpful and healthy and safe for your child?
So it's interesting because in going through the suggestions that you make on your website, one of them is to ask the person just straight out their thoughts about child abuse.
Yes, child abuse, we need to talk about it. And the more we talk about it, the better we can prevent it. And we know that 90% of the time a child is harmed, it is by someone they know and trust. A babysitter will fall under that category. So we need to hear from that person. What's their experience? What are their thoughts? Have they ever been accused of child abuse? Do they know of a family that was abusing their children that they worked for? Just start talking about it. And then you can share what your beliefs are and what you're teaching your own children. Because the key is when they hear that this child is a knowledgeable child about their body parts, a knowledgeable child about what healthy boundaries are, and that this parent talks to their child about their personal safety, that babysitter knows right off the bat, if I want to harm this child, this is not going to be an easy target. This family knows what they're doing. I'll go somewhere else. And it's actually a way of both screening and also about opening up the conversation, because you need to be able to say, hey, this is how we do things. These are our rules. These are our boundaries. And I also want you to take a training in child abuse prevention. That's what we do at Kids Safe, so that you can be the best and most professional with my own children.
And one of the most important decisions probably that you'll make in your life is how to choose someone who's not related to you to take care of your child in the way that they should be taken care of. Cherie, thank you for your time this morning. Fantastic information. And I want to forward our viewers also, if you would like to download all of the questions helping you vet a babysitter, because we were only able to touch on 3 or 4, you can go to kidsafefoundation.org and download that questionnaire. You know, you can also check someone's criminal background with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office by going to police headquarters downtown or any one of the 6 substations. You do need to have that person's name and date of birth. You can receive the report while you wait. It's 15 cents per page, by the way, or you can go to jacksheriff.org and follow the links for public records to take you to that information. One other point I want to make, I'm just telling you about Duval County. Call your local county if you live in St. John's or Clay or Nassau and ask them how you can do a criminal background check on someone also that you're inviting into your home and you know they're going to be there without you there. We also asked our viewers, by the way, what is the going rate right now to hire a babysitter per hour? And we heard from one grandmother, we heard from several people, but one grandmother in particular who writes she's paying $20 an hour for a babysitter to watch her 3-year-old twin granddaughters. So that's for more than one child, $20 an hour. And then another told us that she is paying $20 an hour, Bailey, excuse me, says that she has been a babysitter for several years and is certified in CPR, first aid, and charges $14 an hour, an additional $2 per hour per child. This is a lot more expensive than when my kids were young, I'll tell you. Shannon tells us she pays $23 per hour for her 3 kids and started her babysitter at $20 an hour last year and obviously has increased that since she's been so pleased with the work. Now, several of you weighed in. We found that most say they pay or charge between $12 and $20 an hour, depending upon the number of children.